flawlessly, be completely profitable on paper.
Oh wait, someone wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Yeah, can you explain the 5 cash positions of cash strength and liquidity of a business?
I love that you jumped in with that. It is the perfect roadmap for our conversation today.
Seriously, it's like you were looking at our notes. Those 5 positions are the core health checks.
Exactly. To answer you directly, the first is the current ratio, which looks at your immediate assets.
Then you have the asset test, which is like the current ratio's stricter, tougher, older brother.
The third is your ratio of expenses to sales, which tracks if your spending is outpacing growth.
Fourth is income to net worth, basically showing the yield on everything you've invested.
And finally, debt to capitalization, that shows how much of your business you actually own.
We're going to unpack every single one of those to show how a builder can be profitable.
Right, because you can have great margins on a job and still go absolutely bankrupt.
It is a terrifying reality. Well, go for it.
Yeah, can you go over the first cash position that you discussed just now?
Absolutely. Let's unpack that first one right now since it is so foundational.
So we're talking about the current ratio, which is basically the ultimate liquidity test.
Okay, let's unpack this. It's a snapshot of what you have versus what you owe.
Exactly. You're comparing current assets like cash and receivables to current liabilities like accounts payable.
And when we say current, we mean anything that's happening within a 1-year window.
Right. Lenders use this specific ratio to gauge your immediate resilience as a builder.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Lenders usually want to see a 2-to-1 ratio.
That means $2 in assets for every single dollar you currently owe.
It acts as a shock absorber for when a client pays 30 days late.
Without that buffer, you risk losing all your leverage with your own material suppliers.
So what does this all mean for the daily operator? Do I just hoard cash?
Actually, hoarding cash can be a bit of a trap if your debt is...
Oh yeah,
So the first ratio is current assets to current ratio to current liabilities, just a straight ratio.
Spot on. You nailed the basic math right there.
It really is that straightforward of a calculation. Current assets divided by current liabilities.
I love how you're keeping...
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, so the first test of cash liquidity and strength of a business is going to be your current assets divided by your current...
Because it's so easy to overcomplicate this stuff.
Yep, go on.
So what I was saying is, what is the second test to check on strength and liquidity of a business?
I love how eager you are to get to the next one.
Yeah, you're keeping us on our toes today.
So that second test is called the quick assets ratio.
But most people in the industry just call it the asset test.
It's the same math as the first ratio we discussed.
Except you completely strip inventory out of the assets column.
That is exactly right, and for a very specific reason.
Why ignore my warehouse full of expensive lumber, though?
Because inventory is the thickest sludge in your financial engine.
It doesn't convert to cash quickly during a real emergency.
Exactly. While the current ratio wants a 2-to-1 buffer.
The asset test usually looks for a 1-to-1 ratio.
It recognizes that inventory can really distort your true cash position.
Like how a repair plumber needs more inventory than a subcontractor.
Precisely. It is a reality check for when things get tight.
That leads us right to the third test we mentioned.
Which is the ratio of expenses to sales.
This one is all about how you are controlling costs.
It raises an important question about your day-to-day spending.
If expenses rise faster than sales, you are outrunning your shoes.
Then the fourth test is income to net worth.
Basically, what is the actual yield on everything you've invested?
It shows if your hard work is actually paying off.
Finally, we have that fifth one, debt to capitalization.
That is the ultimate test of your actual capital strength.
It shows how much you own versus the lenders.
If that trend is decreasing, you're relying too much on borrowing.
So these 5 tests show if I'm healthy right now.
But you also need a way to plan for the future.
Right, let's unpack the 2 main ways to do that.
First, there's the cash movement method.
That one sounds very literal, just tracking dollars.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so your 5 tests to track strength and liquidity of a business is liabilities to assets to liabilities, the acid test, the third is going to be expense to sales, and the fourth is, what is it?
Oh, back to our listener. What's up?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I accidentally hit that button.
Oh, don't worry about that at all. We love having you active in the conversation.
Seriously, it's great to know you're following along with these 5 health checks so closely.
It shows you're really thinking about how these pieces